Yo everybody, my name is Chris Punsalan. Welcome back to another video. So on my Instagram, I asked you guys to send in some questions because I wanted to do a Q&A, and in today's video, we're gonna do that. So before we get into that, I'm going to quickly make a background beat for the first section of the video. And now that we have that, I have to thank today's sponsor for helping me pay some bills, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in music production, video editing, Photoshop, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access so you can join the classes and communities that are right for you and your goals. Whether you want to fuel your curiosity, creativity, or even career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you thriving and learning in 2019. Skillshare is also super affordable and an annual subscription is less than $10 a month. In the description is a 2-month free trial, so make sure to click that and join Skillshare. Try it out, let me know what you think. I've done a few classes, like I've said in the past, on mixing with Young Guru. I feel going the Skillshare route is a lot more efficient and beneficial than hitting up other YouTubers on their Instagram and asking them how to do certain things. So again, click the link in the description to join Skillshare and try it out for 2 months for free. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the Q&A. Are you single? Very much so. How much do you charge per song and how do you set the price? When I first started selling beats, I would go on other beat makers' websites, look at their prices, compare all of the different prices, and then I just picked one that I thought was the best for me. Just think of a number, think of a price, think of your music, think of how much you would be willing to let that go for, and that's what you set your price to. Nobody can determine the value of your music other than you. That's my best advice for that. Switch to FL Studio. I'm with Ableton for life. Unless FL Studio wants to cut a huge check, then I'm switching. But for now, Ableton Live does everything I need it to. I made a video a while back talking about all the different programs that you can use for making music, and they're pretty much all the same. They all look a little bit different, but they can accomplish the same things. So don't get caught up in which program you should use or should you switch to this program, because they're literally all the same. You can do the same things. It's not about what you use, it's about how you use it. How do you get an idea for a beat? Like, let's make this type of beat. So I'll just listen to a song, I'll listen to the different elements. Usually I'll start with the drums, I'll listen to what the drums are doing, and then I'll, copy that formula, and then I'll listen to the chord progression, and then I'll copy the chord progression or make something similar, and then so on and so forth. Do you think it's necessary learning to play an instrument or knowing music theory? I don't think it's necessary to play an instrument or to know music theory, but learning both of those things can definitely help you a bunch. I learned a lot of music theory when I was in middle school. I was in orchestra 6th through 8th grade, so I learned a lot of music theory through there, and just throughout the years of making beats and watching a bunch of YouTube tutorials. That has helped me a ton. How do you feel about these producers who copy and paste everyone else yet make it big? Good for those people. I think if you steal from other people and you make it work for yourself and you become successful from that, then I think that's good for you. I think everybody gets what they deserve. If you put in the work, you're going to reap the benefits of that work. I steal all the time. I take styles of music, I take marketing tactics, I take strategies from other people and implement it into my own career. So what made you want to do music? So growing up, my cousin Marion was making music, and it wasn't until high school, freshman year, that I started considering making music. And then my junior year of high school, I met this guy named Tyrone in chemistry class. He had a notebook and a pad and a notebook and a pen, and I asked him what it was for, and he said he was working on some music. So that kind of sparked the whole rapping and writing part of my music journey. At the time, I couldn't really afford beats, so that's when I started to make beats for myself, dropped a few mixtapes, and then I stopped rapping, kept making beats, and here we are. How did you know you were getting better at music? Because I make music every day, I don't really notice. It's kind of like how you look. You don't really notice the changes in your face until someone says like, oh, you've gotten heavier. Oh, you've gotten a lot skinnier. It's just like that. You don't really notice because you're a part of it. You're living it every single day, so you don't really see the progression. How do you work through moments of self-doubt? Having these like pep talks with myself. Like I still have a lot of doubt when I upload these videos, but telling myself like nothing matters and that we're all gonna die anyways, and you should put out everything because you don't know when you're gonna not be able to create anymore. That kind of pep talk just pushes me to just putting stuff out. I have this sticker on my laptop that says, you're gonna die. It's just the truth. We're all gonna die one day. So put everything out, keep it moving. Do you work a day job or do you make a livable wage from all of the music and content? My first priority before making YouTube videos or making music is taking care of my grandmother. I am my grandmother's personal care assistant. I've been her PCA for about 3 years now. So before anything, that is my #1 priority. And then as far as like income from music, sample packs, YouTube, sponsorships, affiliate links, all that stuff. I think if I wasn't living at home with my parents, I think it is a livable income because I have been paying rent here at my parents' house for about 1.5 years now with the money that I'm making from YouTube and music and all that stuff. So if I were to get cut off from my parents, I could still live on my own, not comfortably. I would live humbly while still making music and making YouTube videos. Why don't you answer DMs? I actually try my best to answer all of my DMs. A lot of them are from people who are asking me to review their music, and I can't get back to all of those people. But I do try to answer a majority of my DMs and my YouTube comments and my Twitter mentions and DMs on Twitter. If you take the time out of your day to reach out or send me a message or leave a comment or anything you try to do, or anything that you do that takes time out of your day to interact with me, I try my best to put aside some time and interact with you because, I don't know, it just means a lot to me. So, all right, I think it's time for another background beat, so let's make that real quick. How do you study your favorite producers? I just listen to the music, analyze it, start with the drums, listen to that. Really use your ears to listen to all the parts of the beat. What are the kicks doing? Okay, let me do that. What are the snares doing? What do they sound like? What are the different textures that surround the snare? Let's do that. What does the percussion sound like? Cool. Once you have that, then I'll move on to the chords. Like what kind of sound are they using? Are they using an electric piano, a Rhodes, a grand piano? Are they using synth pads? Then I'll move on to the lead. What is the lead sound doing? I'll just break it down track by track and try my best to recreate that or make something inspired by that. If you can compete in a beat battle with any of your favorite producers, who would it be and why? I'm not really interested in beat battles because music is so subjective and it's all opinion based. You're really just trying to win over 3 or 4 judges, and it's really on what they like. With the way I am, I think if I were to enter a beat battle and if I were to lose, then that would make me lose confidence in my own music, when that's not really realistic, because those are just 3 or 4 people that are judging your music when there's billions of other people that have opinions about your music, and you can find other people that like your music. How'd you hang up your vinyls on the wall? Thumbtacks. How long and hard was it to get into the position you are in today? So I've been making YouTube videos since 2014. I didn't start making production focused videos until the beginning of 2017. Here I am, 2019, 2 years later since I started making production focused YouTube videos. It didn't really feel like a long process. I love making music. I like editing videos. I just really enjoy what I do. So it doesn't really feel like it's a job. It doesn't feel hard. What factors, music related or not, do you think have contributed the most to your success? Interacting with other people who interact with me has helped me a lot. Being consistent. Yeah, I think those two things alone have, and just seeing what works for other people and trying it for myself and just trying different things, seeing what pops. There's a ton of different things that I've tried on my YouTube channel that did not work. And there are tons of things that did work. And I just continue to do the things that work and try to find other things that will also work for me. So when I mix that with consistency and also interacting with everybody who interacts with me, I think that has contributed the most to my success. If you could tell your old self one thing when you started producing, what would it be? It's gonna work out. I've noticed you occasionally rock a Gracie a Gracie BJJT. Do you train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Yes, I do, or at least I used to, but then due to certain circumstances, I had to stop for a while, and now I've just been doing, I've been training in my garage through Gracie University. That is the extent of my jiu-jitsu training. If a turtle loses its shell, is it naked or homeless? Oh, man, if a turtle loses its shell, is it naked or homeless? Is it possible to get a proper mix by just having good levels, no limiter or extra plugins? Yes, I think leveling is about 80% of your mix, and then everything else comes after that. Have a balanced track, and you can do no wrong. Do you sometimes get stressed about making music even though you love it? When it comes to making music, I don't think I get stressed, but when it comes to YouTube and making content, I think I do stress myself a little bit over that. When I see that my last video was posted a week ago, I start to kind of freak out a little bit. Like, I have to have at least one up. So it's really dumb to be stressed over something like that. It really doesn't matter, but that's what kind of stresses me out. With making music, I don't really get stressed. If I have beat block, then I just don't make the music. If I don't feel like making it, then I won't make it. What artists would you like to collab with? I want to work with John Bellion, Travis Scott, Kanye, Kendrick, J. Cole, Moose Dawa, Russ. I would love to work with Billie Eilish, Drake, Frank Ocean, Pablo Brown, James Blake, John Mayer. I'll just keep it at that for now. What do you feel like is the best way to give value to artists as a producer? For me, I think it's just sharing my story and showing what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and also providing the stems to my track. Most of my subscribers and followers on Instagram and Twitter are producers, so I just try to think about, if I was following a producer, what would I want from them? Some stems would be nice. Some samples would be cool. What works for them and what doesn't work for them would be cool. Sharing their process of how they make music would be valuable to me. So I just think of all the things that would be valuable to me if I was following a producer, and I just try and flip it. And the last question is, what do you like outside of music and making beats? Jiu-jitsu for sure, exercising, going to the gym, working out, those are all kind of the same thing. Damn, what else do I do? I guess that's all I really do. If you were to take away music, I would be fucking done. And that is the Q&A. A little bit of a different video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to do more Q&As in the future, please let me know in the comments below. The 2 background beats that I showed in today's video are available for stream, so click the link in the description if you want to listen to them. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts and with what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.